عم بقدر انساكي سهران نهاري وليلي ريت والله يبلاكي كأنك رحتي لغيري ويلي من حبك ويلي ويلي من قلبك ويلي ما كانت ترحم مسكين رجاله عنده عيلة ويلي من حبك ويلي ويلي من قلبك ويلي ما كانت ترحم مسكين رجاله عنده عيلة يا ما انتي لحقتيني نظراتك علقتيني.
Hi, we're Sultan cousins, and we're going to be doing a video tutorial, different than a review, because we always do reviews. Anyway, so in this video, we're going to be teaching you guys how to do rings. 1 second. Okay, we're going to teach you guys how to do rings. There's a couple different ways of how to do rings, and honestly, just before any of it, if you've attempted and you're like, oh no, I can't do it, you just have to keep practicing, because with rings, like literally, like practice is key, just like anything, you know, like riding a bike. Once you get it, you got rings. Anyway, so I'm gonna have Jacob go ahead and start telling you a couple of the different ways to do it, and then if he forgets one or something, then I'll say one. So go ahead, Jacob.
Alright, the first one is with your throat. You don't really, like, you kind of cough a little bit, like, but it's, I don't know, you kind of get a hang of it after a while. Like, you don't even have to, like, make the sound, you just, like, make the movement with your throat. If you feel on your Adam's apple and you cough a little bit, like, that's the kind of movement you want to make.
Hold on a second. So, with that, how I learned, just like kind of like strangle yourself, and then just like kind of cough like just cough like normal, like, and then like if you feel like how your Adam's apple kind of goes up, you just kind of take off the coughing part, like Jacob was saying, and eventually you can do it without the noise. But that's after some practice. That's the most easiest way to do rings. That's the easiest and like cleanest way to do it. What else were you saying?
With making rings, you always have to have your O face.
Ring face.
The ring face, O face, whatever. It's the same thing. If you look in the mirror and like you just make an O with your mouth, yeah, you look stupid with it, but the smoke is going to cover up your face, so it doesn't really matter. And you'll look pretty badass making a ring anyway, so it compensates for it. But
everyone I've taught, they make their ring face, and I'm like kind of telling them like how to fix it, like tweak it and all that, and they always they end up laughing because it feels like you're making a really dumb face, and it feels like unnatural at first. But honestly, you're not gonna make a ring unless you have your lips like in an O. You can either have your lips curved out or curved in. When you have it curved out, it's a lot harder, but you can make like a bigger ring. When you have it curved in, you can make a very clean ring, and it's also easier in my opinion. But these are two of the biggest things, your ring face and like the coughing motion. Once you get both those down, you'll have rings, no problem. So tell them some of the other forms.
The other one is with your jaw. Like, you're just like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of stupid. I don't really like doing that because I have
amateur.
Yeah, it's pretty amateur. Also, I have TMJ, so it kind of messes it up for me. But you just like kind of like chew, kind of. It's
really weird to do because like you're doing like a chewing motion, but you stop like halfway. It's honestly, you can make a ring if you kind of practice with it, because what you're doing is you're like forcing the air out, kind of like with a vibration. That's all you have to do to make a ring, but that way is a lot harder. It's harder, but when you're messing around, you can make a ring doing that. So
I've learned that you kind of have to incorporate your tongue with it too, like help push out the air. I don't really like doing that. I like doing the throat one better. It seems cleaner to me, less hassle.
More rings.
More rings too, yeah. What are the other ones?
Well, back with the other ones, another way to do it, if you can't have the, if you don't have the throat motion down, you can curve, like it's kind of weird, like you get the back of your tongue and kind of like arch it out to kind of like make the rings happen. It's not as hard, but you can only do it for so long because you run out of smoke in your mouth. So I think I can do that one right now. So you can only get like maybe like 1 or 2 rings, but it's a lot easier, I guess, because I guess if you don't know how to do your throat motion, you can do that way just to kind of get started, learn about the face, I guess. Another way, which to me is probably the hardest and most complex, is the throat method. It doesn't matter what face you make, if you kind of like clear your throat and hold your throat open so that your throat is in like a circle, I guess. If you kind of like cough the air up at the same time, like while your throat's open, it'll make a ring. It's a lot slower, but the rings come out and they kind of last longer. I personally can't really do that way, and the person that can isn't here, so unfortunately we can't demonstrate that. I'll try to find like a video or get something from him to put in. Clean. What are some of the other ways? Cheerios.
Yeah, Cheerios. Cheerios, you just make like a little tiny O face, and then you just do that. They're really awesome, tiny, but they're really awesome. This flavor's so good. It's a good trick to show off to people, like, oh hey, look, Cheerios.
I've heard it also called the Hopi Surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think that's official name for it, but
No.
it was funny. Do you have any extra tips?
You guys pretty much covered it.
Nice.
Unless you guys know how to blow rings out your nose.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you. A really kick-ass.
We'll cut the part out.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
Jacob cussed and we censored it. Here's
Beep.
back to it. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, it's really awesome. You just make a regular O, and you just put your finger over like you're shing someone, and you make 2 rings. It's really hard to get down, but once you do, it's pretty awesome.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
We did
I haven't
that
done
one.
it in so long.
That's in a couple. They don't last though. They don't have structurality.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
What else?
Mhm.
I think that we pretty much covered it.
Tricks.
Last minute things as far as rings. Your ring face is key, and the throat motion is key. Every time I teach someone how to do rings, they have a lot of problems with the face. So make sure you have your ring face going. You're gonna look stupid, you're gonna feel stupid, but once you start doing it, you're gonna look cool and you're gonna feel cool. So it completely changes how you feel once you actually get it. And don't be like one of my friends and like actually get the ring going and then swallow the smoke and cough and make it bad. Don't do that. but do blow some rings.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Just have faith in yourself and do the stuff that we kind of told you about. You got it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, message us. You can email us too, but I don't know. Probably leaving a comment is better. Yeah. So rings, they're cool. That's about the most popular smoke trick. You can do it with cigarettes too. You can do it with other substances. Just whatever. If there's smoke, you can pretty much do it. You can also blow rings underwater, but I don't know if that's the same thing or anything like that. But you can also blow rings with your breath when it's really cold outside. Again, I don't know if that's the same method or anything.
Yeah,
just kind of throwing stuff out there. Yeah.
You can do a lot of things if you have a ring face and throat motion down.
So yeah, there you go, guys. Rings.